Hey guys, I'm so excited. Happy Monday. This is Monday Motivation. Today we have my friend. She is phenomenal. Her name is Anastasia. Help me out here. Well, how do we pronounce your last name?
Button, just like cute as a button.
Cute as a button?
Yes.
Anastasia button. Cute as a button. Anyway, so I'm so excited. She is we are part of the Mind Master together. So I met her in one of those amazing groups, and she wrote a book, New Job, New Life. Right? You
I
wrote a
did.
book, so you're author. So I'm gonna try to introduce you correctly, but you can always correct me. You are a coach, a speaker, a millennial, a beautiful woman, and much more.
I think that's accurate. Thank you.
Okay, can you tell a little bit about you to our listeners, the people that listen to us? Can you tell us, just give a little brief about who is Anastasia?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, I wrote a book, and that was kind of the beginning of my entrepreneur journey, actually, this new phase in my life. I wrote a book about millennials and how you can leverage purpose to really create a business that is meaningful and impactful for you, but in all reality, just meaningful and impactful for the world is to unleash your purpose to the world and to let the world find you and to let you deliver what they are seeking for. So that's what I did. And now I do speaking and now I do consulting. And I am actually a founder of a community app for millennial entrepreneurs. It's called Entrennial. If you put millennial and entrepreneur together, you get Entrennial. And it's been phenomenal and it's been a great ride. But above all, I am a big fan of Rebecca Flotz. So
I know her.
we know each other. This is cool. Yeah, and I also co-founded Rogue Women, which is a mastermind group, which Rebecca, you are a part of, and that's how we
Yes.
met.
Yeah.
And it's been a fun ride, and that's a little bit about me. I live in Colorado, just like Rebecca, and I love getting up into the mountains and getting some fresh snow powder.
That's beautiful. Like I think I mentioned about the Mind Master. Mind Master, is that correct?
Mastermind, but yes.
Mastermind. I think I mentioned in my last podcast. In my last podcast, I actually told how important it is and how much it has just been added so much value into my life as a businesswoman, but also to my soul, to find a sisterhood where we can cry together and laugh together and win together and just encourage each other. So I just feel it's a win-win situation. And I am so glad that you helped created that, and that you invested your time to help other people, just like everything else that you do. You do so much and it's so amazing. So my question for you is, what is your purpose?
My purpose in life is to help others identify and leverage their own purpose in their lives. We have a lot of people out there who are meandering, walking through life, or just going through the day to day, and they've lost focus. They've lost the sense of purpose and progress. And so I'm here to help identify what that is, but then to also leverage it into a career or into a business that is meaningful, impactful for you, that betters the world and yourself.
Oh, that is so powerful. Let's just talk about that's great. So when you say to discover, to help people to find out who they are, what they want to be, it's almost like you're being, it's the coach aspect. It's just like, let me help you, because I think I noticed that you said that um, just discovering things that you didn't know you had there, and it's been there the entire time. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so I kind of term that as unleashing your authentic self.
I like it.
Over time, we have school and then we have jobs and we have family and friends, and we tend to put up armor over ourselves and we become somebody a little bit different than who we actually are. And what I do is I go through a few exercises to help people really just open the door, just to take a peek into who that authentic person is, and eventually to unleash little by little or a lot into the world of who that authentic person is. Because surprisingly, when you authentically come out to the world and your authentic self has a purpose that it must achieve. And when you start to go down that path, you'd be surprised all the people that were waiting for you to arrive and to help you with your purpose and your authentic self to help the world become a better place. And we all want progress, and we all want to see each other progress as well. And so that's what I do, is I open the door to authentic living.
Oh, I like it. Especially when you said it's like all these people are waiting for you to arrive. Like, and the thing is, let's like between me and you and 1,000 other people uh, that will be listening
Don't tell
to,
anyone.
keep it between just us and iTunes, okay?
Yeah.
So, when you're saying like we live in a time, right, that we just feel like a lot of the times we don't have family that encourage us. You don't have a mom and dad that said tell us. So having someone to coach you through, to grow, to invest in yourself, that is so priceless. Like in this society, because we are missing that part of it. You know, you can do this. And people are living much more in fear, right? That they're living in boldness, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with that is, with this journey that you have been doing to help people, do you have any example of a story of something that you help coach, that somebody was able to get out of the place where they are and grow in a different, maybe step into a new business or just pursue something? Do you have an example to just tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so a client once upon a time, she millennial entrepreneur, she had a pretty thriving business. I mean, she was doing okay. She would hurt some months and she'd do well some other months, just like we all do. But she was at that borderline, like, do I take a job or do I have my business? And because she had kids to feed.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we went through the exercises of really identifying who she really is and what her purpose in life is, because especially in the entrepreneur world, and even as parents, and even as, managers or CEOs of companies, whatever your title that you want to put on you
Mm-hmm.
is that you feel that you can't really be your authentic self because you're taking care of others, or you're taking care of
Right.
this, or you're taking care of that. However, when you really dive deep, you really understand that everything is an extension of self. So for this one woman, the extension was her business and her kids, and she wasn't quite aligned with it. So she wasn't moving in the area that she wished. So what we did is we really went deep, and we went down to her authentic self and her purpose. We identified the purpose, just within 20 questions. That's always my guarantee, is within 20 questions, you can identify what your purpose in life is. And then we created a plan to really leverage that in her business, with her family, with her, her love life, and just living life, really, because she was just working so much. And over the course of just a few months of just living in a more authentic way, her business quadrupled. She brought in all of these employees. She was, handling more business than what her employees could handle. She was having more time with her children, and she found a wonderful man that I believe now they're they're going pretty steady. I'm not sure if engagement is in there yet. I don't want to, spoil that, but
Mm-hmm.
she's moving along with her life really well, just because she had the foundation now. And I know people don't tend to agree with this. They say, well, I got kids I got to take care of. I got to feed them. I got to do this. I got to do that. But you have to understand that in all realms of your life, you are the example to others. And if you really lay the foundation of your authenticity and your purpose, that is the person you must build your life upon. You don't build a life upon a false foundation. You need to have a solid plan, a solid purpose, and then build on top of that, because the structures will be that much more sturdy. They will be solid. So when an earthquake comes around into your life or your business or career, it's not going to destroy everything. And we've seen people go into those destructive behaviors with alcoholism, drugs, depression, seclusion. And what I do is not only just towards success, but to also overcome the hurdles and the bumps in the road that will come in life. We want to make sure that when you have a hurdle, you don't overcome it, you don't bury yourself underneath it, you don't go around it, you don't run away from it. What I teach is that you blow through it, because you have to go through the fear in order to have courage. And a lot of people don't seem to understand that. And so if you blow through that fear, you blow through that obstacle with your purpose and authenticity attached as the foundation, you can do literally anything that you want, and to help others do the same.
Oh, that is just awesome.
Thank you.
There's so there's so much wisdom in that, And I was wondering here, so when you wrote your book, who did you had in mind? Like, who do you think that needs to go to Amazon and needs to buy your book right now?
Well, that's a loaded question, because I really focused my writing in the book to target millennial entrepreneurs or intrapreneurs. But the funny thing is that yes, literally the subtitle says the millennials take charge, plan for success.
Mm-hmm.
However, I've had baby boomers, people in their 60s and 70s. One was at my book launch, actually. Wonderful Joyce Fustel. She's amazing. She rose her hand and she said, "You got to get the book because I found my purpose in life."
Wow.
And I was like,
Wow.
oh, like that was really,
So that means it's for anyone.
yeah. So, I mean, it is for anyone, especially for those who are just feeling like they're not moving in life's purpose, and they
Mhm.
just feel like they're not being authentic. This can't be, like, they'll say statements like this: "Is this really my life? I can't believe I'm still in this job. Why am I still in this relationship? There has to be better opportunities out there for me." Any of those questions, this is the book for you, because we got to get that foundation set so that you can accelerate forward into a sprint rather than a slow jog.
Oh, that is just phenomenal. So, so let's say this way: if you have a plan to succeed, one of the things is just get that information, get the book. They can go to Amazon and just purchase it, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, great. So every Monday we do ask all our guests that comes into the show the same question. And the question is, do you have a favorite quote and why?
I do have a favorite quote, and it actually happened to come into my life when I was standing on top of a roof. And you know this story. I was a roofing contractor, which means I was knocking on doors, trying to sell roofs, and I was usually met with a slammed door right in my face. I had lemonade threatened to be thrown in my face, dogs sick upon me, shoes were actually thrown at me. It was a miserable existence. And I had that question of, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? And I pulled out my phone to actually take pictures of the roof that I was standing on, and I wanted to actually jump off that roof rather than to knock on another damn door. So I pulled out my phone just to take some pictures of the beautiful view I had. And on there was a social media post with a quote by Albert Einstein that said, "Try not to be one of success, but to be one of value." And in that moment, I realized that I was chasing success, the titles, the money and fame per se, when really I should have just been chasing value. What is my value? Meaning, what is my purpose? Why am I here? And that's what brought me down the road to where I am today. So I encourage that quote with everybody. Albert Einstein: "Try not to be one of success, but to be one of value."
Oh, I love it so much. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, there's so many things that people have to probably listen to this more than one time just to be able to soak in and really understand this,
Mm.
you know. So the other thing that we always do too is that we always ask our guests is to say, if you imagine someone to struggle, they're waking up on Monday and they absolutely struggle with the Monday, right? With the day Monday. So, how do you encourage people to see their Mondays, which it means see their lives, which you're already talking about, but in the practical way, what the people should be doing to overcome that feeling of, oh, it's Monday, I hate my life?
Right. Well, actually, I tell people to look at Monday as the second day of the week. And, instead of Monday through Sunday, your week starts Sunday through Saturday. So I don't know about you, but my first day of the week is Sunday, and I always have it off. And I have fun with it. The
Mm.
second day of the week, that's when I start get moving with my Monday. And to kind of put that into your brain and realize that, I'd like, oh, this is the second day of the week, not the first day of the week. Oh, I have to sludge off to work, or I have to sludge into my business and these meetings or whatever it is. This is the second day of the week. That means your week's almost that much done if that's how you're thinking, or this is an opportunity to make the week that best day. So just that shift. Just see what happens with your mindset if you start to think Sunday is the first day of the week.
I love it. I love it. This is beautiful. So, so people can go to your website, right? To connect with you. They can go to, they can find you on Facebook.
Oh, I'm everywhere.
You're everywhere. Good. That's good.
And I'm pretty sure I'm still the only Anastasia button that is on
Um,
social media and Google. I'm pretty sure last I checked. So you can find me anywhere, anastasiabutton.com, Facebook and Instagram. That's kind of where I live. So I definitely can have a conversation with you there if you like.
that would be, that is so great. And if people wanted to invite you to come and be a speaker at their event, they can do that
Oh,
because it's just
absolutely.
right. It's that fabulous. You are that fabulous in a little bit extra.
Thank you. How are you? This is fun.
Anyway, so I just want to say thank you so much for being here and give our time to just encourage people
Mhm.
and living your purpose and being your authentic you and who you are. I just feel like that you're such a cheerleader for others that you that you're gonna reach places that you never thought that you could reach. You're gonna go far, so far, so far. And I'm so excited to be able to watch you live this life.
Oh,
So,
thank you, Rebecca. It's a pleasure.
all right, bye.